Okay, Bills at Chiefs.
He's gonna steal mine. I can already tell.
Sunday night.
You're just so
Sunday
specific.
night. CBS Spectacular. I mean, what a draw. Our bosses and we should all be getting raises because we're making so much money off of 49ers, Cowboys, and Bills Chiefs. Right, guys? Right? Am I right? Raises?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Turn down the raise.
I don't want to come from me
I'll
first.
take the raises.
So here it is. And I think this is bold enough.
Josh Allen throws 6 passing touchdowns.
Not far off. 9 total touchdowns between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. So total pass and run. 9.
They had more than that last week combined.
Yeah, but they were playing the Steelers and the Patriots who didn't show up. 9 isn't bold?
I mean, they had 10 total last week.
Breach, is 9 bold for this game, this matchup?
I feel like against each other, it feels bold. They're playing 2 bad teams.
Touchdowns?
Why don't you? You should say what's the AFC record for most points scored in a divisional round?
Oh my god, I would have to look it up.
How did you find the yardage record for NFC?
He wrote it in his newsletter and he just double dipping.
So let me look it up in my playoff.
Wait, no, I have the NFL sends out the postseason media guide, and if you guys would read it, you would know these records.
I can't imagine.
We want most points for both teams.
Imagine
most points scored in an
AFC divisional game.
Not as weighing in and says,
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what the record is? You know what the record is?
What?
Ryan should know.
It's against the Steelers.
What is it? Come on. One guess.
What game? Oh, last year the Browns game?
Jacksonville.
Oh!
Browns game was
hard.
Browns game was the wild card round.
For the 2017 game?
Yeah, the AFC divisional record is 87 points. Jacksonville beat Pittsburgh 45-42.
Wow.
Pittsburgh, by the way, has given up at least 41 points in their last 3 playoff games.
Given up at
Not
least
great.
35 in their last 4.
Yeah, I know.
The over-under here started at 54, has climbed up to 55 and a half.
If Wilson, that would be super bold to say they're both going. I mean, 9 touchdowns put you at 63.
I feel like 9's a lot for any 2 quarterbacks, but even the 2 best quarterbacks on the planet Earth.
There's a pass.
63. You're only 24 points
9
away.
touchdowns. I'm sticking with 9.
24 more points.
You know, I'm going to say it's bold because the Bills defense has given up the
That's
fewest points.
That's pretty bold.
I was like, what?
The Bills defense has given up the fewest points in the NFL this year.
Make him work for it, folks.
So we're clear. Total touchdowns. So Josh Allen runs for 1. Patrick Mahomes runs for 1. So that counts.
10
right.
total
We got it.
touchdowns.
9.
I understand your prediction.
I think we need 10.
Does Brenton?
Well, you can do 10 on your other podcast.
No. They went for 10 last week. I'm not letting you get away with 9.
It's my bold prediction. Breach says it's fine.
Nada said he thought 10 would be enough.
Not leaving in 15 minutes. We'll never see him again.
9's acceptable, but 10's better.
Yeah, let's do 20. Why stop there? I'm doing 9.
Because no one's ever gotten
Just
20.
to be
Now
clear,
you're just being ridiculous.
last year when these 2 teams matched up, you said Allen would have 6, and now you're like, 9's enough.
And the hate mail that I got encourages me to stay low on this.
All right, you know what? You know what I'm going to do to decide if this is acceptable? I'm going to go back, and I'm going to look at their meeting from earlier this year, and I'm going to see how many total touchdowns there were from the 2 guys.
Okay, fair enough. I'm willing to.
There were 6. They combined for 6.
I mean, I think less than 5 would be even bolder than more than
fair
9.
enough. But I'll go with 9.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the
over what happened.
I wouldn't
because a rushing touchdown take that hurts Wilson's prediction. It hurts.
No, I just said rushing touchdowns.
No, I'm talking about like if Devin Singletary or
right, yeah.
Hey, that's true. The Bills have been giving Devin Singletary a lot more carries in the red zone down by the goal line.
And Josh Allen didn't score last week because I think that was one of my bold predictions. Or I said somewhere that I think on the HQ show we said he was
the first touchdown scorer against the Chiefs way back earlier.
There you go. And they only got to 6 combined. So I think 9 is perfect. It was a perfect phone call. All right, what do you got?
Me next or you next, Brenton?
You go ahead, Breach.
All right. Well, I'm going to do a Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes prediction. Also, guess those are the big names. That's what we got to do.
You're going to do 10 total touchdowns?
I am going to say 10 total. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to Price is Right you and go one higher.
9.5 or more.
Breach, if your Price is Right, I mean go higher, you lose. You just lost in Showcase Showdown.
I am going to go. My bold prediction is that Josh Allen finishes with twice. Josh Allen's total touchdowns will be twice as many as Patrick Mahomes' passing touchdowns.
Wow.
A lot of moving parts there, but that's good. That's good.
It's a classic breach bowl prediction. So many moving parts. It just you're like, whoa. It's like shocks you into thinking it's insanely. He's like, that's right, Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, so him predicting 9 is bold, and me saying that Josh Allen will have twice as many total touchdowns
you
as
have
Mahomes passing touchdowns.
4 parts to your answer is the problem. So we have to think about what you're saying.
Yeah. You're like the.
You're a magician or a car salesman.
By the hand, look here, and then
yes,
exactly. Yeah. You're exactly the high-low king.
Yeah,
you're like
what's
Joe
the capital of
Bluth.
Bangkok?
Yeah, you're like
I always get it wrong. Capital Thailand.
Capital.
At least you got it right when you did it to me, Wilson.
True that. True that.
What's your kind of how do you see this game playing out?
I see
based on that bold prediction.
I see Allen finishing with 4 total touchdowns and Mahomes finishing with 2. And I mean 3-1 would also work. I just think
I'm saying like what's the is this like do you think it's a Bills blowout or do you just think Josh Allen
no, I have my predicted final score was 34-27 Bills. So that's the Chiefs get 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals, and Mahomes only provides 2 of the 3 touchdowns.
Are you not accounting for Andy Reid off the bye though?
But he's not off the bye, so
I'm making a Steelers joke there.
Up high, down hard.
Yeah, that's bold. I'll give you that.
I'm taking it. He already said it was Will Brinton. I don't need your opinion.
No, I'm trying to decide what my bold prediction for this game is going to be.
While you're thinking about that, here's a fun fact from our NFL and CBS Twitter account. Jimmy Garoppolo has the 2nd best road winning percentage in the playoffs.
Patrick Mahomes only higher.
Nope, including the postseason. Yes, Patrick Mahomes. Only got higher. It's regular season and postseason for anyone who has 25 or more starts on the road.
All right, here is my bold prediction. Devin Singletary rushes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Good Lord, that's bold. Here's the good news. I'm willing. I accept that bold prediction. Debo screwed me because I thought I was in first place after round 1 of the bold predictions. I'm now in last place. I think round 2, I'm going to make up a lot of ground because your guys' predictions are so incredibly bold that I feel good about my chance to.
Two of mine are just underdog wins. I mean, that's not.
I mean, well, yeah, those are maybe more breach. This last Devin Singletary one's pretty crazy though.
Well, if you up it to 170,
why?
That would be the 4th highest divisional round total,
and it would guarantee you lose.
It would I mean, reference 199. I don't think you want to go that high.
What a Bengals fan! Yeah, you'll be in the top 5. You take it.
That's good.
Oh, we missed.
150 and 2 is insane. I think that's extremely bold for Devin Singletary.
Devin Singletary's been awesome the last few weeks.
How many times has he rushed for 150 once this year? I feel like
not his career. I mean,
right.
Let's see.
All right, I feel good. I'm making up ground this week on you chumps.
Oh, yeah, we need to keep the total. Oh, that's breaches decimal system. We're gonna have to remember Debo too.
It's no decimal. So what's 1 to 0 to 0 or 1 to 1 to 0? What's the first round?
1-0-0.
We don't get the half point.
No, that's stupid.
I'm keeping the decimal system going. Sorry.
Well, you can do that privately.
Your decimal system
and then round it up to whole numbers when you tell us out loud. So 1-0-0. Okay.
Brinson's prediction: 150 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Devin Singletary.
That has happened 5 times over the past 10 years.
How many
about once every 2 years.
How many 150s does he have this year?
His career high is 110. I
mean, oh boy!
And he did it on January 2nd, 2022, against the Falcons. 23 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's a win for Wilson. Win for Wilson. Love it.
I mean, if you look at his career high, they have just the logic here is I think Buffalo is going to win, and mainly because the Bills' defense is substantially better than the Chiefs' defense. Even
I don't know if they're substantially better.
I think they are.
Sometimes they just don't show up, and sometimes they play like they did last week when Michael Hyde made that crazy interception. But I don't know, man. Like some of those games, you're like, what are you doing? They were angry after they got run down in that Patriots game, the Jacksonville game, the Steelers game in week 1. Week 1 doesn't really matter.
Well, but you can run on the Bills, but the Chiefs are not exactly a great running team. Now their screen game is good and all that. I understand, but
I don't even know if they need Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. I mean, if you Damian Williams,
I don't know if you need Darrell Williams back
or Darrell. I always get them confused.
I mean, Jerry McKinnon was awesome against the Steelers.
Just right, get the
cash.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of these games I haven't decided.
Maybe you should have predicted Eli Mitchell to get 150 yards and 2 touchdowns because 2 of the last 4 times that's happened, has been
Kyle
a
Shanahan's.
49ers player
Raheem-
against the Packers.
Raheem Mostert.
Mostert did it, and Kaepernick did it in January 2013.
I didn't have Eli Mitchell, but I had Elijah Mitchell
Here,
getting more rush yards.
People call
Jimmy
him Eli Mitchell.
Garoppolo will have more rushing yards than
Ryan, you go by your middle name. Like, how are you one to talk?
Good point. That's a great point.
Yes. What is your
All
first
right,
name?
we
I can't
done here?
remember.